Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for February 7th, 2023. This is a public meeting and there are no lettings or no hearings today. So I would ask that only members of this board be allowed to speak unless recognized by myself or the secretary. At this time, I would like to ask the secretary to please call the roll.
Here. Director Davis. Director Hayes.
Aye, sorry.
That's okay. Director Isom.
This is Director Davis. Sorry, my mute button wasn't working. I'm present.
Thank you. Director Isom. Director Scoggin. Director Scobie.
Present.
Director Williams. President Bradley.
Present. We have a quorum. I will call the meeting to order.
Regular business from the president. Recommendation that approval be given as follows. Amendment number 2 to contract number 7 for emergency generator service, inspection, repair, and maintenance service contract with CK Power at 1100 Research Boulevard, Shreveport, Missouri, 63132. This second amendment hereby modifies section 4, scope of work, and extends the contract for an additional year, amending the contract completion date to November 30th, 2023. This amendment also increases the contract max not to exceed the amount from $300,000 to $500,000. New equipment service division, service contract for OSHA annual inspections, 5-year NDT certification, diagnosis, dielectric and lead testing, repair, replacement, service, test and wrench check of critical fasteners on various aerial fire apparatus, equipment with diversified inspections /ITL Inc. 16140 Arrowhead Fountain Center Drive, Peoria, Arizona, 85382. Federal tax ID number 86-0682814. This contract provides the service through November 30th, 2027. The contract maximum not to exceed the amount of $150,000. From the Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board declares as emergency action the following. Asphalt improvements at Clayton and Big Bend. This work is required for completion of the water main repair. Refurbish construction equipment on trucks number 217-415 and 291-415. This work is required to shut and repair water mains. From the Director of Public Safety and Utilities, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request from Joe Feld to adjust the boundary at 3630 Garfield Avenue. From the Director of Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request from Gerhardt STL LLC at 4657 Maryland Avenue to include 2 perpendicular curb ramps at the northeast corner of the intersection of Maryland and Euclid, and sidewalk along Maryland and Euclid on City Block 3895. Request from Crescent Realty Corporation at 3834 Forest Park Avenue to include the improvements on Vanderventer Avenue and Forest Park Avenue of the removal and replacement of the sidewalk, construction interest, and painted bump out striping and on-street parallel parking along Forest Park. Joint recommendation that one application from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM23-00005 for 6319 Wilson. Joint recommendation that one application from TRC be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM23-0017 for 4989 Barnes Hospital Plaza. Recommendation that 16 applications for Verizon doing business as MCI Communication be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM 22-00147 for 901 South Vanderbilt Avenue. Application number CM 22-00148 for 919 Allen Avenue. Application number CM 22-00150 for 2002 Allen Avenue. Application number CM 22-00152 for 2003 Menard Street. Application number CM 22-00153 for 1027 Russell Boulevard. Application number CM 22-00002 for 820 South Taylor Avenue. Application number CM 22-00149 for 830 Geyer Avenue. Application number CM 22-00151 for 2200 South 12th Street. Application number CM 23-00003 for 3134 South Grand Boulevard. Application number CM 23-0004 for 2501 South 9th Street. Application number CM 23-00006 for 4201 Manchester Avenue. Application number CM 23-00007 for 4372 Vista Avenue. Application number CM 23-00009 for 1401 South Ball Avenue. Application number CM 23-0014 for 3901 Lafayette Avenue. Application number CM 23-00015 for 3971 Lafayette Avenue. Application number CM 23-00016 for 3904 McCree Avenue. Joint recommendation that 2 applications from Everstream be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM 23-0008 for 6200 Delmore Boulevard. And application number CM 23-00020 for 620 North Euclid Avenue. From the Director of Public Safety.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Evan Winkler, zoning plan examiner for the city, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. Per board order number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval is recommended for 1 application, 5075 Cates Avenue. Approval with conditions is recommended for 6 applications, 826 Union Boulevard, 5836 South Compton Avenue, 5501 Chippewa Street, 2821 Merrimack Street, 2218 Cherokee Street, and 1200 Rankin Avenue. I request these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Thank you, Evan. Are there any questions or comments on today's conditional uses?
Greg Hayes, motion to approve the conditional uses as submitted by Mr. Winkler.
Second, Goggin.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Sure. Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Isom. Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams. Aye. President Bradley.
Aye, today's conditional uses are approved. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. Are there any questions or comments on those meeting minutes as submitted? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
So moved, Scobie.
Second, Williams.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Sure. Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Abstain. Abstain.
Director Isom, Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, the meeting minutes are approved. Today's agenda, are there any questions or comments on today's BPS meeting agenda? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Williams.
Second, Scobie.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Isom, Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, today's BPS meeting agenda is approved. Are there any questions or any comments from any of our board directors? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved, Hayes.
Second, Scoggin.
Thank you, directors. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon.
You too, thanks.